Hello, I'm Derek Cedarbaum and I'm here today to talk about how you, an owner, operator, or manager of commercial real estate, can take a more data-driven approach to preventing frozen pipe conditions in your assets in the wintertime. Now, we have a number of clients here at Enertiv that come to us every winter complaining about how they spend all this money on outsourced labor to walk their buildings every winter just to make sure that pipes are not going to freeze. Now, sometimes that they freeze because tenants will leave a ventilation unit open, they'll leave a window open, sometimes doors are left open overnight or over the weekend, and temperatures dip far below freezing. And what happens, heating units can't do their job, temperatures get to a point where water freezes, and in the pipes they expand, they burst, and what happens, water comes pouring out onto the floor is below, and owners are left with a bill upwards of 6 figures just to take quick remediation actions. Now, the result is unhappy tenants, unplanned expenses that are far higher than you would like, potential disruption of tenants and maybe needing to move them if it's really bad, which means potential loss of revenue on rent and overall lower tenant disruption or increased risk of decrease in tenant retention. For us, it seemed a little bit antiquated to have a building engineer spend his or her night in the building on the coldest nights of the year just to make sure that no pipes froze and adversely affected the operations of the building. So what did we do? We decided to work with some of our clients to put in a variety of sensors, temperature sensors among them, at strategic locations in buildings, mechanical rooms, closets, hallways, lobbies, anything that might be exposed to very cold conditions on the cold nights of the years, if a window or something were left open, to notify that building engineer that was going to sleep at the office, instead can sleep at home on a Saturday at 2 in the morning and be notified if temperatures have dipped below freezing for more than, say, an hour or quickly approaching freezing conditions. By doing so, you don't have to pay a union shop or some other shop to walk your buildings every winter. You don't have to pay your engineers overtime to stay in the building on weekend nights. They can be home with their families, which makes them happier. And temperature sensors are just better at detecting overall conditions in a vast portfolio of buildings of where and when certain frozen conditions might occur. What does that mean for you as an owner, operator, or manager of a building? It means decreased risk, which means less likelihood of unplanned expenditures that, again, reach upwards of 6 figures. It means lower risk of tenant disruption and potential temporary placement of them elsewhere. It means decreased risk of loss of revenue from them not paying rent that month, and helps increase the opportunity that you will maintain tenant retention rates. And as you can see here from this very technical drawing, you'll have happier tenants. And not to mention, sensors are a fraction of the cost that you would pay someone overtime to stay in your building or a third party to walk your buildings every winter. Seems like a winner, game changer, some may call it, but for us, we just call it common sense. So why don't you take a look at the website, take a look on the internet, see what you can do to take a more data-driven approach to managing your buildings, especially this winter, coming up real quick. And if you have any questions, we're always here to answer them. All right, see you next time.